All right, so the first of our West African kingdoms is the Kingdom of Ghana. You guys should have this AIM in your notebooks, including the number 7.2. We just shared out some responses for the do now. So here we go. All right, I'll give you a second here. All right, so while you finish, we will kind of talk about geography a little bit, okay? So here's what we need to know. The Sahara Desert is all here, okay? All of this. And it extends out this way, extends down this way. Here, this is all desert, okay? So the important trading partners for the people of West Africa will be Europeans that are coming from up here, and it will be other African civilizations from the south, okay? So the other African civilizations from the south will send their goods up north, okay, etc. here, and they will all kind of land here, okay? And the people from the north, the Europeans, if they want to trade with the people in Africa, they have a couple of options. They could go here, but this is probably not the best kind of location because they have the Sahara to deal with. Being on that side of the Sahara, you're not going to have a huge variety of goods and things to choose from. So the other thing they could do is they can come this way. Okay? So what we're starting to see is that in this particular area right here, it's like a perfectly strategic location for this kind of trading hub. It becomes a center of trade. So the other thing is there are groups that will cross the Sahara for the purposes of trading. So, and they get wealthy just doing that. So you can see there's kind of a lot of kind of relationships at work here. The people crossing the Sahara for the purposes of trade, the goods coming up from Southern Africa, and the goods coming down from the north in Europe all kind of converge and make this particular area like a business epicenter of this whole region of the world. Okay. Now, the other thing, so that's the geography. That's just their location, their physical, actual location. Now, with regard to resources, they have some really important and profitable resources at their disposal. They have gold, iron, silver. Okay, these are big things, big deal. Okay, so iron usable for weapons and tools, but gold and silver will make you rich very, very fast. All right, I'm like the man at this thing now. All right. All right, so what Ghana has is gold, salt, and iron. Excuse me, gold, silver, and iron. But what they don't have is salt. Now, let's start by explaining that salt is a super, super important mineral to have for a couple of different reasons. Number one, if you live in sub-Saharan Africa, okay, and you kill an animal and you're going to eat it, it's 110 degrees out. How long is that animal going to last before it goes rotten? Not very long. Yeah, a day. You know what I mean? Depending, right? Now we could freeze this stuff now, right, and keep it around forever. But freezing stuff is not exactly an option in the year 800. Okay, so the only other way you could preserve food is by drying it out. You could dry food out by using salt. Okay, packing something in salt will pull all the moisture out of it, and it'll preserve food and make it last for a lot longer than it would otherwise. So that's number one. Number two, you need a certain amount of salt in your diet to stay healthy. If any of you have seen these Gatorade commercials or Powerade commercials and all that, and they're like, we have electrolytes in our drink and they replenish your electrolytes. That's just salt. Like, and you athletes know this. If you ever accidentally get a little sweat right here and you can taste it, it's salty, right? So your body's expelling all that. Well, when you run out of salt, that becomes a problem, right? That's how you suffer heat stroke and stuff like that. So you need a certain amount of electrolytes in your diet, and that comes in the form of salt. So you need salt for two reasons: preserve food and for a healthy diet. Some of us could do with less salt, including myself, according to my doctor. So that's kind of the deal. So they need salt. So they have gold, silver, iron, and they're going to trade that for salt, and they're going to get the better end of that deal. Okay, they have gold and silver in spades. It's not even an issue. Okay, but people from other parts of the world place so much high value on this stuff that they will exploit this for their benefit, and that's the general idea. Okay, the other part of the story here with regard to geography is, like we said, that becomes a trading hub where they're located, and they're going to tax all the trade that takes place in their area, in their kingdom. Okay, so even when other groups meet from other places in their particular region to trade, they will make money off of that business, even though it's not them specifically doing business. So all of these geographic factors come together to make this a perfect location to get really rich really fast. You guys with me?